This is the Pal Talk News Network.
The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of paltalk.com, AVM Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online, a production of paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet, with more than 4 million unique users on demand on iTunes and on YouTube, and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, BAUMGARTEN.com, which you can visit and make your comments, whether you agree with yours truly or not. No retribution. Thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio. We're syndicated to an additional 12 million households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. How many of you were here last night at 8 o'clock New York time when I went out and I waded into the throngs of people protesting near the main post office in New York City, members of the Tea Party, bringing back the Constitution and our American way of life? And I couldn't believe... I know, and I couldn't believe, Boaz, that so many people were worried about my safety just because everybody was shouting and screaming and hollering. And I started out, there were some people challenging the Tea Party members, so I challenged them on their positions. And then they slunk away into the darkness of the night. Then I turned to the Tea Party members, and I challenged them, and oh my goodness, I hit a nerve. You liberals! Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not a liberal. What makes you say I'm a liberal? Well, you're with the media, and the media believes that all of us are racist. I never said that you were racist. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was quite interesting that the people who were so concerned, and rightly so, about those who would blanketly describe members of the Tea Party very unfairly, themselves blanketly described others, myself included. Then started talking when I said that I wasn't a liberal and that I had never accused them of being racist, started talking about my friends. And then I said to the guy, my friends? My friends? You don't even know me, much less my friends. How can you purport to stand here on 8th Avenue in Midtown Manhattan and tell me what my friends think? You don't know my friends. You know what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? We are so polarized here in this nation. And you know, before we were all through, one of the gentlemen and I ended up agreeing on a lot of topics. So I said to him, well, how are we going to now bring this nation back together? It's torn apart over the health care issue and other things. How do we now bring it back together? Nobody in that little circle around me had any suggestions on how to do that. Because maybe it's not in the vested interests of those of us who are politically active to bring the nation back together. Maybe divisiveness is good because then we can get people to the polls who are pissed off at the people we disagree with. It's really unbelievable, the level of rhetoric. So just before I came onto air, I went from room to room to room, a number of rooms that I like to visit here on Pal Talk. One of the rooms in the social issues category that I like because all points of view are offered there was two-way politics. Steve from St. Louis, who is a regular participant in this show, is the owner of that room. And I was promptly told by somebody on microphone, well, the room was, but I as well, since I was there, that most libs can't read. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now have proof positive that Barack Obama is not a liberal. See, if most libs can't read and Barack Obama can't speak unless he has a teleprompter in front of him, he can't be a liberal. So now we have the proof. He is not a liberal, so don't you call the President of the United States a liberal again. I decided today, rather than choose one topic, we've done this a couple of times. Sometimes this has actually worked very well. Sometimes it's gone, we've crashed and burned. I actually asked a number of you to come up with a topic for the day. And then I want to ask each of you who came up with the topic to speak to that topic. And let's see how this flies and whether it catches on. We're going to start with Letty in Colorado. Letty, welcome to News Talk Online on the Pal Talk News Network. You told me that you have great concern about what is called sexting. Sexting, S-E-X-T-I-N-G, where the kids take videos or still photographs of one another on their cell phones and then email them to one another. I know you have children who are of high school age, Letty, so I'd love you to address this issue. Letty in Colorado, welcome to News Talk Online on the Pal Talk News Network.
Well, everyone who have kids have this worry because now it's just, well, hello everyone, one kiss from my friends. Everyone who have kids have this worry because now sex is like change your clothes. I mean, they are seeing some pictures naked. They can put in internet just in a couple minutes. Looks like, yeah, it's alright. Like in any school, they are watching how they can do so fast any kind of pictures, boys, the girls, and doing some dirty words there. Maybe for adults is, well, James, they have only 12 years, 10 years. We are adults, right? That means different. Where are going to do our kids when they are going to have 40 like me? Being one, I'm not sure about to told you this word here, but that is my worry. Gary, I'm sorry, I'm so.
But Letty, you're doing fine. But let me ask you a question. What do you suggest be done about this? I mean, in some cases, kids are actually getting arrested because the person who took the picture of themselves and then sent it is underage, and they send it to another kid who now has a naked picture of another schoolmate who is underage, and now they get arrested for child pornography. And they get put on a sex registry for life as a sex offender. And I'm not so sure that that's the way to approach the problem.